What is going on, YouTube? Premonition here, back again with another replay video. Today we're going over a Protoss versus Zerg Gold League match on the ranked servers. Haven't played in probably 2 or 3 days, honestly. So we'll see how this turns out for me. And looks like the Zerg guy rocking out with 400 APM. That's pretty Grandmaster League right there, if you ask me myself here. Yes, I know he's just spamming the keys. So, I initially wanted to open up a Stargate play here to kind of harass his workers and whatnot. And I see he sent a pretty early scout. You know, Zerg really doesn't do that because they have overlords. So I thought, you know, this guy's just trying to multitask and just be annoying or whatnot. So, I mean, it's whatever. I let him roam around. I have nothing to hide right now. I see the pool first before hatchery. Well, I go down his ramp right now just to check. See, there's no hatchery. So that kind of made me think maybe he's going to, like, attack me early on or whatnot. But let's see here. I mean, that drone's just chilling on my base. I get my cyber core. Nothing much going on as of right now. I see he does try to expand, so I just try to prolong that as much as possible with a pylon block. So he will not be able to expand when he wanted to. Right now I just see he's just now getting, I think it was Zergling speed. I don't know if that counts if it's moving or not. No, he didn't get it. I thought he was getting Zergling speed. I guess they move more when it's upgrading. But I did prevent his expansion here. So he's gonna work out a couple things here. I'm actually gonna get the expansion first, which is what I wanted. I'm going to have the early advantage here as far as economy. And it's little things like this that just help you get the advantage early on in the game here. Let's check out the income tab. Yeah, because of right now, I mean, we're kind of dead even on the income tab. If I would have let him expand first, he would have definitely, you know, probably surpassed me by a lot. Even by getting it up for like another 30 seconds earlier. But right now I'm actually ahead 24 to 20 workers. Just because of that simple pylon block. So right now he's actually getting 2 hatcheries. Oh, he double expanded, okay. That's how we counteract that. That's interesting. But right now he's just sending kind of a couple scoutlings. Yeah, just being tedious right now. I mean, this adept will cleanly or easily take out these Zerglings without any trouble. And I finished my wall off with this forge. Put my adept in the path so they can't get through. And right now I feel pretty safe at this point, which opens up. I mean, it's kind of a late Stargate, obviously. So I mean, as of right now, he doesn't know what I'm doing at all yet. Right now, I'm just macroing up here. I'm getting my upgrades. Now, I didn't think of this. I should have attacked when this +1 was getting ready to finish. Because I would have had the upgrade advantage by a lot of seconds, actually. Yeah, he doesn't even have his Evo chamber up yet. So, I mean, I wasn't really thinking of that. I wanted to do like more of a macro game, because I need to work on that tremendously. So, get my Twilight Council, get Glade of the Depths here. which will help out pretty well against Zerglings since they're a light unit, and Adepts kind of murder light units. And it's quite the advantage to get a plus 45 attack speed as soon as possible. So, sending out a couple of oracles here just to see what I can do to harass his mineral line and whatnot. I mean, I'm just patiently waiting. If he's gonna let me macro up and get the army composition I want, then hey, whatever. I do see he has spore crawlers in his mineral line, so I'm not gonna harass. There's no point because that oracle will be shut down pretty quick. So then I decided to warp in a couple more adepts and send them across the map to his third to harass that mineral line, because I'm assuming he's not gonna have much ground army. Let's actually see what he has. Yeah, he only has 10 Zerglings, or 10 army units. So right now I'm just taking out his queen, get rid of that threat, and I'm just taking out his drones here. Slowly get the advantage. I do force out 22 lings, which is what I wanted, because those are not drones. I forced out 32 lings, okay. I mean, those are not drones, and I'm casually taking out drones as well. So he's falling way behind at this point in time. He has 27 workers to my 44 at the moment, so I'm way ahead at this point in time, and I knew that. I see all these lings coming, I knew I was ahead, just like that. So right now I have time to get a third, macro up, and get the army I want to fight this Zerg army here. Now he does decide to do a little counter. He does manage to pick off a few of my adepts here due to horrible micro. But I knew I could fend this off. I have plenty of support here to take out these lings here. Getting my +2 weapons upgrade here. As long as he's getting a Hydralisk down here too. But let's see here. What am I building out of this right now? Okay, I'm still pumping out the Immortals. I do see he has a drone right there. I mean, he hasn't really used it to scout, which is kind of his fault. I would have used that probably 3 minutes ago to see what I was doing if I was him. But I warp in a Stalker and take that out, so he cannot do that later on. Spending my minerals pretty decently. My gas is getting up there quite a lot, though. That's not good. I mean, I'm straight chilling right now. I'm getting Blink as well after I upgraded those Glaive the Depths here. And I'm just constantly making gateways. And I actually get Templar Archives. Because my worst race to play against is Zerg. And it's because I never get Storm and or Colossi. I do not know why. It's literally the most effective thing that I can play against. With Zerg, anyway. But I do manage to get the Templar Archives here on pretty quick. Because considering... Oh, I actually supply captain with that Overlord kill. So, I mean, little things like that put you ahead in this game. Let's see here. 45 workers to 60. I'm so far ahead of him right now. Our minerals are about the same, but my gas is superior, so I mean that's another thing here. I finally get my third up here, up in mining. Meanwhile, he is actually expanding to a fourth one. But let's see, yeah. See, I mean, I have the drones pretty well killed off here. I mean, I'm just being a little dick, harassing these guys right now. But I decided to move out across the map here, I believe, because I feel like this army composition right now could do some damage. But you just see me add on like another 8 gateways because my minerals were getting up a little high. So I mean, hey, why not use them and get more production facilities? And I see he is getting that 4th, like I said. So I mean, I'm gonna try to go over there and prevent that, so I can stay in the lead here. Because that's the last thing you want against these Zerg, is to get out macroed, because they can just constantly produce faster, and their army compositions are very difficult to deal with sometimes if it gets later on in this game. I didn't want that to happen, so warping in these Templar. I'm getting a couple Archons here to basically tank, so my other units can do the maximum damage possible. I'm just waiting for these gateways to get up so I can get the warp gate out and warp in a last round of, or a couple last rounds of units here. Start getting zealot speed. I find that very useful, actually, because zealots are a pretty tanky unit themselves, and I like using those for like the soak up the damage, as well as the Archons. And they do, I mean, they do a lot of damage too. I mean, they do 2 hits of, I mean, they do 20 damage each hit. So I mean, that's pretty good. They can basically, what is it, 2-shot a Zergling, or maybe it's 3, which is pretty overpowered. But I mean, it's whatever. It's Portas. I mean, he's seeing me throw up this 4th here. Doesn't really do much about it. I warp in a Stalker to take care of that. Actually, no, I don't. I send a Phoenix. Just played this game and I can't remember what I did. That's kind of bad. But I moved my army over here to defend this, just in case he does try to deny this. But I mean, I'm so close to 200 supply, I decided to max out. I mean, he's going to let me max out. I'm going to do it and freaking attack him. So, I mean, I could have attacked him at any point in this game. As you can see by the army supply here, up in the top right. He has 71. I have 132. But, I decided to max out and just move across this map. I feel like I could take him on and overwhelm him with units right now. I mean, it's basically a Protoss death ball, as they like to say. 3 Archons, a couple Templar, some Immortals. I mean, we literally did the exact same thing. We both attacked each other's 4th. So, I mean, we basically traded bases here. Which, I mean, I was okay with, because that's going to set him way more back than it's going to set me back. He needed the income. I really didn't. I just needed to spend my money at that point. So, I mean, why not throw up Alexis? But I lay down a couple nice storms here. I actually take out a good chunk of his Hydralisk here. And, I mean, you can just see his unit is just melting right now. I have +3 attack. Let's check out the upgrades here. How do I do that? P? Nope, that's pause. Oh, upgrades, G. I mean, you guys can just see right here. I mean, he stood no chance. He has +2/+2 for his attacks, but I mean, none of us have carapace or armor upgrades. Right now, I'm just trying to throw up my 4th again, because my minerals are starting to dwindle down after I'm starting to lose my army here. But I mean, he has 2,000 minerals. Oop. Don't mind that, I just fast forward on accident. Not really gonna miss much. He has 2,000 minerals that he did not use on any army at all. Like, he didn't build anything with it. If he used those 1,800 minerals to, let's say, build a spire, to get corruptors, brood lords, he could have had all that by now, and I wouldn't have known because I didn't scout, which is my fault anyway. I try to lay down a couple storms here. I'm not very good at splitting my army, as you can see. So I mean, I did lose a pretty good chunk of that, but I knew I could still push on and attack him. Warp in some reinforcements here at my base and send them across over here. Start moving up to his main here. I mean, he couldn't do anything. At this point, the game was over. As you guys can see, I do get the quit here. And that is that. So let's check out my stats here real quick. I don't do this very often. I just want to see what was going on here. Performance here. I had 113 APM. Wow. I mean, he still... That was his problem right there. He had 98 workers compared to my 69 and 70. Honestly, I think 60 to 70 is kind of like a good number for your worker count, because that way 130 supply of units can really do some damage here. I mean, he only had 100 supply that he could have had for army, but he was never maxed out. So I mean, do the math there. 130 unit supply versus 100 or 100. I mean, I mean, he could still have won if he built the right units as like infestors and whatnot. But I mean, as soon as I did that early game adept push, I never lost the lead in army composition value, and I never looked back. So I mean, that was pretty cool. All right, yeah. Anyway, there's my MMR. I'm still a scrub, but if you guys liked this video, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.